good, y'all? It's your boy Jeameave.
And your boy Mac.
Back again with Views from the Heart, and today we have a Volvo XC70. This is a 2008, but considering that this is a 10-year-old, possibly to 11-year-old car, this car has immense practicality, and considering I've been cruising through Craigslist or Auto Trader, excuse me, and I've been seeing this going for around the range of $9,000 to $11,000. Now, with that said, this is a 3.2 liter inline six, my favorite engine configuration, mind you, inline six, BMW. But with that said, let's go ahead and join us as we take you on through as to why this vehicle I think is probably worth your money for this price range.
Again, like my brother said, let's go check out the bad boy, the inside on the interior, see what they sparking and talking about.
Like we said, it's another day, another video. The grind does not stop. We're back here again. So, big bro, considering this is basically an 11-year-old car, what are you feeling right now?
Honestly, I'm actually shocked about the interior and the quality inside of it. The beige honestly threw me off when I first opened the door. Although you do have to remember it is a station wagon. It is actually nicely built, comfortability wise. Actually, like I said, again, I'm a tall man. I'm pretty spacious. You know, you got the lever down here. It is a 2008, mind you, so you're not gonna really get too much of the electronics inside of it. Got your old school lever back here, you know, to recline the seats, or it's supposed to, but we're gonna figure that out later on. Yeah, but with the audio, it's the basics. You got your AC. What I'm actually shocked to see is the fact that the push to start key and shit in 2008.
Yeah, that's actually the most interesting thing. It has a mechanism itself that it slowly takes in the key as you insert it, and it's by far the most bizarre because, as you can see, it's up here more on like the dashboard, and it's nowhere really near where you would reasonably expect it. It's not over here next to the steering wheel or over here on the left like some Porsches. But other than that, I mean, the kind of quirks of this car, I dig it. You know, it has its own little flair, little personality with it. And with all that said, the materials of this car, the seats, let's have this very soft leather, maybe a pleather, but what I don't like about it is that within the seats, basically where your lumbar support would be, the fabric is some sort of cloth. Now, I don't like that. If you're gonna do me leather, I want it all leather. I don't like cloth seats at all, especially considering the fact that I do have a son of my own. Not really my son, but he's my husky, but he is my son, don't get it twisted. So I do carry him a lot in my own personal vehicle, and I love the fact that I have leather, which means it doesn't keep any smells. I just put a cover over it, don't have to worry about scratches, anything like that. But with cloth seats, you have to worry about conditioning, stains, smells setting in, things like that. Leather, you just put some leather clean on it, wipe it, ready to go, and fully restore it. Now, with that said, this vehicle is, like we mentioned, a station wagon. So as you can see, there is an ample amount of space. This is your soccer mom.
Yeah, it's 6'5".
Your family vehicle.
You know, you can put your soccer balls and your footballs and all that, you know, other good shit in the back. It's funny because when I look at this, you can see how this car is turning from old fashioned to the future, because it still has, what cars, you know, still has the CD players. But it's just funny. Again, I don't think anybody carries CDs, but you can see how I apologize, but the 2008, see how it's transforming from the past to the future, starting to make things more modern.
And like I said, we're stressing in the fact that the moment I jumped in this vehicle, I literally asked and I said, "Are you sure this is a 2008?" And obviously, it is a 2008, and that's really the most surprising thing to me because you can see some little antique or outdated features of it, obviously, that were present at that time, but it's aged very well in my opinion. I think you see some cars, especially the interior and just the overall design of it, is very antiquated, and with that said, it seems very old and not modern at all. Sometimes you look in, you know, like let's say an early C-Class, early 2000 model C-Class or even E-Class, and you can see that it's very old. I really don't know how else to describe it, but you don't get a sense of modernism or anything that looks towards the future. And considering the fact that, again, this is 11 years old, this interior has aged exceptionally well in my opinion, and is actually very pleasing to the eye. I'm pretty sure anyone with an untrained eye or without any forethought or knowledge of this vehicle would be able to step in here and would have absolutely no idea. The exterior is a very timeless design. It's not outdated to me in my opinion at all, but then again, Volvo is very known for their more boxy, squarish vehicles, so it's kind of hard to mess that up, to be honest. But it's aged very well. I think this is definitely worth what it's asking for right now on Auto Trader. And if we're looking for a affordable family vehicle, family hauler, yeah, your everyday sort of errand vehicle, this is definitely a vehicle I would recommend. It's something I would personally own if I were looking for criteria of this nature. So let's go ahead and take you guys through the driving portion, and let's start this old girl up and we'll see how it drives.
Reliable.
Like I said, key inserted right there. Foot on brake. Push to start.
Oh.
Start up.
Barely.
Oh, reliable. We say if it ain't broken,
don't fix it.
So what's this like driving a 2008 Volvo XC70? Let's take it for a little spin.
Let me put my seatbelt on before I get pulled the fuck over.
See, there you go. Wow. Safety first, guys. Safety first.
You already know.
But with that said, on initial drive off, this is, you can tell immediately this is a very large vehicle. Obviously this is made with comfort and spaciousness in mind, but being that I'm so used to sports cars and my own personal coupe, this is not scary to drive by any means, but it's nowhere close to any sort of sports car. You're not doing anything in here other than going to A to B, which is a good thing because that's the target audience this is for. If you're looking for extremely fast, agile family hauler, grocery getter, things like that, you might want to look into a, you know, an AMG E63 station wagon, something of that nature. But driving this around, the steering is very numb. It's very, very numb. I can hardly tell where exactly the wheels are positioned as I'm turning the steering wheel. But with that said, I can literally turn this entire steering wheel with my pinky if I so choose to, which is, it has its pros and cons. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, considering as long as you know that when you're getting in here, you're cruising. Yeah. You're not hauling ass.
This is your beach car.
Really, like you can fit. I mean, look at the space. I'm pretty sure you can see so much space back there, but there's the utility that this vehicle can provide is exceptional. I don't know why. It seems to be statistically Americans don't really enjoy station wagons, but over most sedans, depending on how well the manufacturer or brand model of said vehicle is able to retain key design elements of a car, I would probably choose a station wagon over the sedan equivalent most of the time. I would choose your, you know, your Mercedes E63 AMG station wagon, things like that. I don't know why BMW, I'm not a big fan of BMW designs when it comes to their touring models, but you know, it's like I said, it's a matter of personal taste. And like I said, driving it around, and of course, like I said, we can keep on reading this. We're in LA, and you can see we're in traffic. But this is a very large car. I feel like as if the lane that I'm in, there is no leeway. The car takes up the entire lane. Yeah. That has its pros and cons because one, more people are going to see you. But two, if you are accident prone and you are just not a good driver, you probably would want to look into something a little bit smaller.
Yeah, don't drive down on narrow down streets, especially where my family cars are parked on. I'm gonna tell you something. Motherfuckers come outside and we ain't got no side mirrors. We got issues.
We're gonna have to fight.
You feel me? This station wagon is probably not built for people like y'all. So,
but overall, the visibility in here is really nice. It's easy to see the rearview mirror right here. I can see comfortably and clearly outside of it. I look back by myself and I can see clear. It's well lit in here. There's no sort of cumbersome or quirky design. Just because this is a station wagon, I can see perfectly clear and comfortable out of this, and I can maneuver myself in this vehicle as if it were my very own, despite the fact that, of course, this is my absolute first time driving this. And to be honest with you, I didn't even know what a Volvo XC70 was. But every day's a new learning experience, and that's why we're here to give you guys an honest, first person view on what we think of vehicles that people are so graciously and honored to give us. So with that said, let's run you through some facts. My brother right here, so what are we running with? I know we have a 3.2 liter inline 6 running under the hood, naturally aspirated, but let's run it down a little bit and break it down for the people.
Basically, yeah, it's a like my brother said, 3.2 liter engine. That's pretty much gonna get you 15 miles per gallon
in the city.
Gas in the city, and 22 by highway, which is kind of shocking to me. I don't know, because the Fiat that we just recently reviewed, I could have swore it got more mileage. Maybe that's because it's electric.
That too, yeah. But you also have to understand too that, you know, when it comes to, like, let's say a quick recharge, this can recharge in what, you could pull up to a gas station and recharge this in what, 5 minutes, and you're ready to go. The Fiat 500e that we did a review on, that is purely a inner city commuter. You're not going anywhere far in that, no road trips. This, I can say comfortably that you're riding, the ride is very supple. There's no issues to me. Obviously I'm no luxury car aficionado. I'm much more into sports oriented cars, but as of right now, everyone knows that's in LA roads can be very, well, trash. It's fucking trash. Like, we pay all this money for all this housing and shit, but yeah, they can't fix the roads. I don't understand.
I can I apologize. I can LA roads might be trash.
Don't even try and go to Inglewood. No. It's like they done forgot about Inglewood. They forgot about us folks, but you know, but we'll keep that on shh, the hush hush. But
not only Inglewood, but y'all damn sure forgot about New York. It seems like all of New York, y'all just forgot about the roads. I don't know where all them tolls money's going to. You would think that there would be at least a lot more less ditches in the road, but yeah, getting sidetracked. Anyways, back to this Volvo station wagon. Yeah, like my brother said, it rides smooth, but
it has a little jet up, you know, for the time, for the age.
6-gear tronic automatic transmission engine. But yeah, but it's crazy because I honestly, you're right. In this car, I didn't expect to feel a little slim to none get up at all. Like when I hear station wagon,
everyone knows, especially when people look back at examples such as Ford Taurus. Jesus. My family had that. That was probably the worst vehicle we have ever owned. It broke down, I think, on what, the 5th day we owned it.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I was like what, 9 or so when that happens, but yeah, that was probably the biggest piece of shit I have ever seen in my entire life. And that has personally scarred me from Ford for pretty much the rest of my life, because I don't know of any manufacturer that just be blowing head gaskets just for the fun of it. But with that said, we probably didn't do our due diligence at the time. You know, this is way back in the early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. So
God, I missed that era.
That is an era that will be forever be missed. But
that's a different
that is a different video. But continuing back with this Volvo XC70, the materials, everything about it has kept up with the time. Obviously, I attribute probably a lot of that to how well this vehicle has been kept by its owner. Obviously, it has been shown much love and care, but as with anything, even if it's of the utmost Rolls-Royce quality, however you want to quantify it, if you don't take care of your things, it's gonna end up looking like shit.
Garbage. Caliente basura. Shout out to him in Spanish.
But, you know, driving this with the mindset of this is purely a city commuter, not fun, grocery dating, family oriented, soccer mom, taking the kids to violin, piano,
ballet,
karate,
Kwanzaa,
soccer, you know, and you want to throw all sorts of bash. Let's say you're the happening house in a block and you have a huge extended family and you always throw in holiday functions. You need to go get this, you need to go get that. Yeah, you would be hard pressed to run out of room in this vehicle. There is so much cargo space, not including the trunk. There's even a good amount of space right behind us in the rear seats. You can store everything in here, and I'm sorry, but I am laughing right now because this person is so ignorant, does not want to reverse to let this Infiniti through. Like, Jesus, people, we're all humans. You don't need to make life difficult. Now look at this.
They're gonna take advantage.
I wish we could show y'all the stupidity that we witness on a day in and day out basis living in LA. You come across some of the most ignorant people, but you can also come across some of the most interesting, blessed people to have in your life, and that's off Arbitrary LA. So it's comical in and of itself. See, look, this person sticking out the lane. His car is too big. I can't really maneuver it, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and let this idiot out the way because they're so inconsiderate. But with that said, see, okay, now we just have it blocking the entire intersection. I see now. Jesus. All right, you go. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Fuck that. Hey, that's when they get out the car swinging.
See, people, when they're driving, they take too many chances, and for me,
everybody gets one good gesture a day. My boy Scott told me that.
So we're gonna go ahead and let that person live. But you know, this rides really well, and I'm not even just bigging it up for what it is. Like I said, we've gone through some roads, and the ride is very supple, is very luxurious, if you will. Obviously, this is no Rolls Royce or anything like that, but considering I'm so used to a sports car and feeling every bump, road, scratch, anything that's not clean pavement I feel in my car, which for better or for worse, depending on how you look at it, I enjoy that because I like the feedback. You know, I'm younger, so I don't have scoliosis or anything like that, so I can, so
I mean, some people.
So, no offense to you guys, of course.
Shout out to my scoliosis people. We still love you.
But you know, I don't need, or I don't require a vehicle that will cater to my every whim or anything like that. I drive and I enjoy driving because it is a passion of mine, obviously, that I'm trying to pass on to you guys and convey to you guys. So I love the thrill of driving. I love the way how driving feels. I love that mechanical and sometimes organic fuel and feedback that the car gives to you. The only negatives that I can say about this car really is the fact that, despite the fact that it is not intended for it, the steering is very numb. I don't like that at all. It's very hard to ascertain what position the tires are pointing, the front tires. And that's the only negative to me that I can possibly think of right now, because to be quite honest, if I had a wife and a child, I'd definitely be like, hey yo babe, let's hit this right here, because this is
I mean, there's a lot of options out there.
There
I
is.
think a Volvo will be my, you know.
Shut up. For the price range, we're talking about for the price range. We're talking about, I'm seeing, and from my overview, I've been seeing this from anywhere between $9,000 to $12,000.
But I'm saying if motherfuckers have money, right?
I mean, well, if money is no option, obviously there are far better options. But you know, if you're looking at this from a humble perspective, and you know, even then, the owner of this is a doctor. A doctor, guys. Live life humble. Live life humble. But with that said, you can take that how you will. A full-fledged doctor and gets around in this. Has more money than most of the people in the world.
Probably has another car.
That too.
It's probably just his family's car.
Never know.
You know, he probably just picks his kids up on Tuesday evenings.
But like I said, even then, it's warranted the attention of that person.
No, true fact.
And I'm pretty sure that person has probably owned this vehicle since new. So that's probably telling you something. So with that said, this has been a very much a delight to drive. Look at this. We're floating right now. This is like a big old Cadillac. It's like whoa, whoa. Well, not as a negative, but it's
a pretty wide car. Every
sort of imperfection that we're experiencing in the road is being absorbed very cleanly.
But how the fuck do you put the seat back? That's what I want to know. Oh, you know what?
Is that?
I know it ain't no damn knobs on this. You ain't about to tell me I gotta.
We're just gonna go ahead and leave that alone. Well, like I said, the thing with this car is there are a lot of quirks. I don't know what exactly it is about Volvo. I guess some of the things they've done. You're so gonna mess with that, aren't you? Yeah. Some of the things they've done, they kind of seem to have done just to be different. In terms of, there doesn't seem to be a reasonable spot for, you know, a simple adjustment of your lumbar and back support. But I mean,
go get your recline.
But you know, it's I like this car. It is a little too wide for me, so you know, I'm gonna have to be like, yo babe, this is your car, this is not mine. This is not mine. Yeah, I am not used to this.
If I can't put the seat back, bro, we're gonna have an issue. I'm not about to be sitting vertical and perpendicular all damn day.
But you know, like I said, it's a little too wide for my taste, but it has all the space you probably ever need, unless you're doing some sort of construction or anything like that. Then obviously, you know, that's what pickup trucks and things of that nature are for. But if this is your family hauler, grocery getter, family planner, things like that, you got a large family, you got kids on kids on kids, and you've been a little busy, but you know, we don't judge, you know, everyone does it in some time.
But some just get in a little, you know, more.
That is true. But you know, obviously, however many kids you have, be a man. If you're the father, everyone can be a dad. Not everyone can be a father. Remember that. So with that said, I feel like we covered everything we need to about this vehicle. It has been a much pleasurable drive. I have enjoyed everything about it so far, other than the fact that it is a little too wide for my taste. But the drive is very supple, very supportive, and it has absorbed every nuance in the road and delivered exceptional feedback in regards to that. Not feedback in terms of how the steering wheel now. It's there's no way around it. It's a Volvo. I mean, it's a station wagon. You know, it's not a sports car. I can feel anything in here. But with that said, this video is not coming to a close. Thank you guys from the bottom of our heart for joining us. See, that was a massive pothole that I did not see. I apologize, but it handled it really well.
We good. We good. We still made not the video.
He was like, oh Lord,
oh,
no.
Bro, you see, you almost damn near scared the shit out of me.
But see, sometimes in my car, when I run over even the smallest pothole, it sounds like my tire blew up. Yeah. But you know, that's
another story.
That's the cost of running a.
Bro, I gotta later on. All right, one more thing before we leave the outro. Bro, I gotta tell you the story about when the bro hit this pothole coming back from the party, bro. Oh Lord, bro, I was dying.
You're a hoe.
I know, but but for sure, please subscribe, like, follow. Yeah, do all that.
Instagram links in the description, Twitter, as always.
Snapchat, Instagram. Catch me on SoundCloud in the near future.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you wildin'. But anyways, like I said, we out. Views from the heart. Catch you on the next episode. Yeah,
we'll see. But like I said, or like my brother said, thank you guys so much, and especially to those involved to make this review possible. You guys have blessed us immensely. Please continue to believe in us, because I guarantee you we're on our way to the top. Stick with us, subscribe, and we'll see you when we get there, and we'll see you in the next video, because I guarantee you we're gonna get to where we want to get. It's just a matter of you guys believing in us, because we both know we believe in ourselves. So let's just get that covered. Yeah, but we always stay humble, and we know what we're working with.
Facts.
But with that said, this video is over. Thank you guys so much. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you guys next video.
Yes.